Yeah. So I would like to welcome everyone today at our session. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your time. Um, since the Nepal conference that we have been through a lot of work, a lot of feedback, working and things like that. So we will be presenting the GSA feedback in general in the following sessions. So before that, please get some patience. And so what I wanted to say is that the good news and the good updates are on the way. And I am extremely proud to welcome everyone here today. So let's start our session today with our host, Mr. Arman. Mr. Arman, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, Mr. Sean.
Yeah, please join.
So thank you so much for the open space. Now I will pass it to Fabio, who is a product development engineer in our GSA. So Fabio, could you please introduce yourself for?
Yes, for sure. Everybody can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you and I can see you now.
Definitely. So yeah, I wanted to say, first of all, thanks to everybody to be here to participate on this webinar, especially because we understand that the time zone is different because we are here from all over the world. So I really appreciate that all of you are here. As my colleagues said, I'm working on the developer engineer side. I like to say it block more than site because, is when we talk about crypto, when we talk about Bitcoin and blockchain, and of course, GS coin, especially, we all know that there is not such a topic as blockchain. So for sure, as today's topic of the webinar as well is going to be starting from the Barter until the blockchain, all the development of history, then small and brief topic that for sure our speaker, they're going to talk today. So I really welcome everybody, and I really hope you enjoy the webinar, every one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fabio, for the introduction. Now, if Michael is available, you'd like to tell him to introduce himself, if like for 1 minute short brief about himself. Michael, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we can hear you. Basically, Michael is our security expert of GSA, and we will now would like to invite Mr. Alex, who is a Bitcoin and crypto enthusiastic, for the introduction. Mr. Alex, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much. So thank you so much for joining with us, and I hope everyone having a very good weekend. So now I'm going to doing some presentations to talk about some crypto. So I hope we are going to have some fun. So I'm going to share my screen. Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Alex will share with his screen and give us the presentation. I request everyone to keep patience and listen whatever he has to say and try to understand. And if there is any question, we will be taking question at the end of the presentation. Mr. Alex.
Okay, thank you so much. So today's our topic is like Barter to blockchain. So there is a one motto is written over there. So the digital economy is becoming ordinary. Best we understand it. So this digital economy things is getting more easier day by day. So why will fall behind? So we have to understand. So today the first topic is money. So when we talk about money, everything have some smile on their faces. So now today we are going to dig more deeper about money. So according to IMF, like International Monetary Fund, money can be anything that can serve as a store of value, unit of account, and medium of exchange. So if you are going to explain more about this, like suppose if you are working on some coffee shops or some others jobs, suppose 1 month later, if I got my salaries, like for example, $1,000. So after I spend my daily necessary life and everything, then I can save some dollars, like for $200 or $300 for savings. But we never thought like that. Suppose if I don't spend this money, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next year, that money's value will be zero. So we never think this way because we believe that money has a value. So this is the first things about money. It should be a store of value. So money's value can be retained over time. It is convenient way to store wealth. Second is unit of account. Money is the common standard for measuring relative worth of goods and service. So when we are going to purchase some products, we can divide it, we can purchase with a small unit of product with money. So that even if the product price is like $100, but if we buy some small portion of that product, still we can pay like $10 of equivalent. So this is the way of unit of account. So third point is very interesting and important one. It's called medium of exchange. So money can be used for buying and selling goods and services. So basically, every country's we call this is like a fiat currencies. Later, we are going to discuss more about the fiat currencies. Now we are going to know about little bit about history because if we know about history, so we can predict know our future better and also know our present, also predict the futures better way. Like so, when the history of trade and barter system, it called barter system. Bartering is the oldest economic system whereby people swap goods with each other. Maybe when we are kids, we used to play with our childhood friends, and maybe sometimes we are swapping our toys. Like if I like your toys, you can give it to me and I can give it to my toys to you. So the barter system date back like 9000 BC's, like when the civilization started. From that time, people used to have that sort of money. So when basically like the barter system, there's a lot of things is happening in around the world. Like in India, it's cattle is used to as a currencies, and some place is cowrie shells, cocoa beans in Africa, cheese, tea bricks in China, rice stone in Latin America, pelt and sugar. This is also used as a money. So we are going to talk about more, discuss why we are not using these products object as a money anymore, because there is some drawbacks. Every time a new system evolved in our payment in our society, when we found some drawbacks, we found some problems, so we are looking forward to the better solutions. So basically the main problem with barter system is double coincidence of wants. Suppose if two persons want same things at a time, but they don't want to swap their goods, so they have to wait for the third person who, when he came or she came, then they can swap their goods. Second is common measures of value, indivisibility of goods. So when sometimes in our society, when we use product like cattle, so this is like some products, it cannot be store of values because this product cannot store like 10 years or 5 years store of values. Maybe 2 weeks later, that cow can be died, or maybe someone steal it, or maybe someone slaughter it. So that's why there is some problem in that type of products. Next is store of values. We already discussed this, and also some perishability of goods. Sometimes some food can be used as a money, but it's span of time that it can be rotten, and sometimes quality of goods, space for goods. Suppose if you think like that way, if you made a payment of 1,000 cow for like big gold. So when you can think like that, you have need a lot of space and a lot of expenses on the transportation, and it's not convenient. So that's why we are not using these barter systems is anymore. So next, one interesting fact, like Roman soldiers paid in salt. So being so valuable, soldiers in Roman army were something paid with salt instead of money. So their monthly allowance was called salarium. So that salarium word is Latin word from sol, which is from Latin word for salt. So basically the word we know about the salary is actually came from the Roman civilizations. So that time in Rome, it was so valuable is salt. But in India, in a subcontinent Asia, so salt is very cheap. So that's why not valuable. So medium of exchange is gone. So in Roman, it was expensive, but when it comes to India, it has no value. Now, when the barter systems have some drawbacks, then people they choose as a money, like a leather money, paper money, than metal coin. Now we are going to discuss about like era of fiat currencies. So the term is derived from the Latin word fiat, which means a determination by authority. Like fiat money is form of currency that is backed by a country's government. As such,
Да, на
this
одном надо
form of money
переключить.
retain its value through the stability of government and national economy. So basically, every country they have their own currency. So we call them is a fiat currencies. That currency is actually determination by authority or some central bank. So that's what we call is a fiat currency. Now we are going to talk about like how the banking system works. So now you can see that this is called fractional reserve banking. Suppose Alex is a deposit $1,000 in bank. So according to central bank, they have to minimum 10% of their oath to reserve. So when Alex deposit $1,000, then bank just keep $100 of it. Then rest of the amount
Alex, sorry,
they
please
give
wait just a
to
moment.
Tyler.
Mr. Alex, just a moment. I would like to request everyone to mute their mic so that our
Я
presentation.
еще раз с Фаби на английском разговаривала, потому что на английском.
Could you please everyone mute your mic so that our presenter can present it smoothly?
Mr. Arman, you have the permissions to that. You can mute everyone. So
All right, I'm gonna mute them, everyone. All right, thank you. Continue.
So the way we are talking like, so when Alex deposit $1,000 in bank, then bank just save their $100, then rest of the amount to give loan to someone else. So that's why basically that $1,000 just going to increase when the bank provide loan to Tyler $900. So that $1,900 is from $1,000. So then this is the how the money supply is increasing day by day. So then what's happened? Then when Tyler deposit that $900, then bank also keep safe like $90 and rest of the amount provide to Janet like 800. Then this is the how the fractional reserve banking. Every time you deposit some amount of money, they just keep 10% and rest of the amount they provide to someone else. So this is how the banking actually give loan to people that money actually didn't have on the bank. So this is really dangerous things. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube. If you have a time, you can Google it. Why this is the fractional reserve banking system is not working properly well, and that's why the lot of inflation over the market. So now we are going to talk about the world most powerful currencies and reserve currency. Most of the countries all over the world, there's a dollar dominance. So basically, if you and have a look like money supply in the US from $4.6 trillion in 2000 to $19.5 trillion in 2021. So you can have a look like short span of time, $4.6 trillion, $19.5 trillion they printed. So how they printed this kind of money? So if you have a look at like in 1930, when the stock market crashes in the lead up to Great Depressions, people's and economy is going over recession. Then in 1935, the US President Roosevelt criminalizes the possession of gold. So even that time, no people and nobody has any idea like why the Roosevelt is possessing so much gold. So later in 1945, the Bretton Woods Agreement established the gold standard and the US dollar as the world reserve currencies. So now they are going to understand why the President Roosevelt he possessed so many gold, because then they actually printed the dollar currency backed by gold. So suppose if I have a $100 equivalent of gold, then I can print $100. Then around 1970s, the gold standard is abandoned and currencies are no longer linked to gold. So basically, why they did is based is actually the President Nixon from USA. So he executive order to abandon the gold standard. So from that time till now, till today, so basically the US dollar is printed, is not backed by anything else. So, and one more interesting thing is like that we can have a look in 2019 during the pandemic, and that time US money supply grew up by 3.8 trillion in 2020. So equal to 20% of all dollars ever created. So you can have a look and think in more deeply, like in that one short of year, only 1 year, they printed 20% of all dollars ever created on this planet. So that's why we can have a look like what $1 can buy. In like 30 Hershey's chocolate bars you can buy with the $1. Then 10 rolls of toilet paper you can buy, which is now is $15. 10 bottles of Coke, 10 bags of Barter, even
একটা অপশন
now.
থাকবে,
Sorry,
মিউট একটা অপশন থাকবে।
sorry,
হ্যালো,
hello.
Yes, Mr. Raihan.
Do you have any issues? Okay, then now we can only find like $1 with only one McDonald's coffee, some sort of things. So now we are going to talk about like what is an asset. Like an asset is anything of value or resources of value that can be converted into cash. So asset that one can feel safe, see, touch, or hold. This is we can call also physical asset, for example, like real estate, precious metal, jewelries. So if basically when we think about like assets, we feel very safe, very comfortable, because we know that this asset can be used in futures when we have emergencies, when we need money. So that time we can sell that asset to get the cash. So if asset in according to economics, in assets are classified based on their physical existence. Assets are classified as either tangible asset or intangible asset. So those assets that if we can see, touch, this is tangible. If we cannot see, but this is called intangible asset. Now we are going to have a look based physical or tangible assets in that planet. So according to statistics, gold is the best physical asset till now on the human civilizations. If we can have a look, like in 2003, you can per ounce, you can get the gold like below $400. Now in 2011, you can see that gold price is skyrocket, is more than almost touched to $1,900. But then later is also gold price is going down, because according to assets, it can be speculations. Sometimes price can be go up, can be go down. But in a long run, if you think about like 10 years or 20 years, the price should be always uptrend and never its value will be deteriorate. So that's why you can have a look like in 2013, 15, the gold price is goes almost below to $1,500 to $1,400. Then he again come back and cross the previous higher record, like $1,800. Now then 2020 during the pandemic, it's crossed $2,000. So this is the gold is the best physical asset. Now we are going to have a look like best intangible asset, best virtual asset. What can be a digital gold? So now you can also have a thing that you already know that what drives the price of gold, like mining cost, jewelry demand, reserve. So however, the mining cost is going up every day because when the people they start to mining about gold, so that time the gold can be found like surface. Then the day pass, the people mine more gold. The gold mining is now more difficult because it's going more down, and also big because of inflations, also product cost, also labor cost. That's why mining cost is also going to expensive day by day. So this is the one of the reasons to price of gold. And second is jewelry demand, as you know, like that in India and especially in Asia countries, they are very fond of gold. So they have a more jewelry demand for the gold. And also some of the bankers, some of uh Mr. Arman, okay, let me mute everyone.
Actually trying to mute them, but sometimes it's not responding.
Okay, I'm going to. So that's why actually even the bank is not printing money because of gold, but still they believe gold is based physical asset. That's why they also like to reserve gold, because they know that golds help them to inflation, fight with inflation. That's why they reserve. So day by day, even that now electronic products also they use some of gold. So that's why more electronics product are manufacturing, the more gold are demand is more in gold. Now we are going to talk about like next digital gold. So next digital gold is Bitcoin. Probably everyone heard about this buzzword. So Bitcoin is a digital currency, is also called cryptocurrency that can be traded goods or service with the vendors that accept Bitcoin as a payment. So basically, there is no physical existence of Bitcoin. So it can be only virtually, and only it can be transferred on the Bitcoin network. So with Bitcoin holders, they can buy, sell, and exchange goods or services without central authority or bank as an intermediary. Suppose if we are going to purchase some things, we have to use our bank as a always bank as an intermediary or any other institutions. But for Bitcoin, there is no central authority. Now we are going to talk about like who invented Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto, a pseudonymous person or team, or it can be he or she, transgender, non-binary, anything it can be possible. But it doesn't matter who invented Bitcoin, because uh, in 2008, he published a white paper. It also you can relate to the research paper, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. If you have a time, you must have to read this paper so that you can have an in-depth knowledge about Bitcoin. Now we are going to talk about the key function of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the decentralized. Any two people anywhere in the world, they can send Bitcoin each other without the involvement of bank, government, or any other institutions. Even they don't have any withdrawal limit, they don't have any sending limit, they don't have any time, because Bitcoin network is 24/7, anywhere in the world, anytime, any amount. So this is like a freedom. If you don't have a freedom over your money, you don't have any freedom at all. So now next point is like every transaction involving Bitcoin is tracked on blockchain. So which is similar to bank ledger. You can also think about like bank's statement, like log of customers. There's a fund is going in and going out. In simple terms, it's a record of every transaction ever made using Bitcoin. So when the Bitcoin started from till now, so every transaction happened or sent or received in Bitcoin network is everything is recorded, and which is publicly available most of the domains, so you can check. Unlike a bank's ledger, the Bitcoin blockchain is distributed across the entire network. No company, country, or third party is in control of it. So, and anyone can become a part of the network. Now we are going to have a look, know about new buzzword is blockchain. So what is actually blockchain? So blockchain is shared, immutable, distributed ledger that facilitates the process of recording transaction and tracking asset in a business network. So when you talk about blockchain and Bitcoin, Bitcoin and blockchain, two different things. Bitcoin actually using the blockchain technology. So blockchain and Bitcoin is not same thing. So blockchain is shared, immutable, which cannot be altered or manipulated, and distributed ledger. It's distributed all over the network. So not about the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. You can use blockchain any kind of business. Like now we know that business runs on information. So any business information and this asset, any asset can be tangible or intangible, like house, car, cash, land, intellectual property, patents, copyrights, any kind of information. Virtually anything of value can be tracked and traded, also managed on blockchain network, reducing risks and cutting costs for the all involved. Now we are going to have a look of properties of distributed ledger. So this is actually the for blockchain. It's like programmable, is distributed, secure, immutable, time stamp. Every transaction are recorded on the blockchain, written. That time there is also time stamp, which day, which date and time. And also there's some blockchain is anonymous, and also another term is unanimous. Like two people that agree to do something is called unanimous. Now we are going to have a look simple transaction of Bitcoin. Like in Rob wants to send 0.3 BTC to Laura. So what he has to do, he can scan Laura's address or copy his address and fills the amount and send. So that's the part is only Rob can control. After he send, he cannot do anything at all. Even nobody has any control. So then there is a machine. So when a transaction happen in Bitcoin network, it comes to Bitcoin broadcast network. So it broadcasting to all over the place. There's a people, they have the Bitcoin laser, blockchain laser. So they can have a transaction record of from 2009 to till now. So they can check how Rob is got 0.3 BTC. Is that fake or real? So this also they start to computing power to solve that mathematical problem, which is also called algorithm proof of work. This is technology they use to checking and verifying the transactions. So when is the verifying the transactions, the one miner, they said they all are competing each other. So who are going to be the first to verify the transactions? So once the transaction is verified, they receive the new Bitcoin is created from that time. So then that Laura also received that 0.3 BTC that Rob sends. And miners also receive because miners put effort, computing power to verify the transactions. This is like a simple, basic Bitcoin transactions. Now we are going to talk about Bitcoin is open source. Its design is public. Nobody owns or controls Bitcoin, and everyone can take part. So Bitcoin was born from a small community and has grown fast. So there are a lot of things you can do to support and help each others to learn more. Now we are going to talk about some interesting story. It's like Bitcoin Pizza Day, like May 2022. So in 2010, the computer programmer Laszlo Hanius, he used to like 10,000 Bitcoin for first real world purchase for his son and daughter. So actually the two pizzas from Papa John's is worth around like 30 euro only. So basically the man who spent Bitcoin now owed 270 million euro on two pizzas. So you can think about it, but still he don't have any regret over this incident. And actually that's why every year, every crypto community, they celebrate this Bitcoin Pizza Day as a festival. So now we are going to have a look first Bitcoin exchangers. That time you can see that people, they can buy sell Bitcoin from the email to like that. So you can see that he said that we sell 1,578.76 Bitcoin for 1 USD plus PayPal transactions fee. So that was very, similar or very simple transactions or exchange ever from Bitcoin. Now we know that that when the PPT was making, that time Bitcoin price was 23,000. However, it's now 21,000. It's also went to 69,000. So now we are going to talk about like why is Bitcoin price so high, even why in futures that Bitcoin price will crossed the 69,000 to $100,000. Why? So what then we have to understand what is Bitcoin halving. So when the cryptocurrency was first released, miners would earn 50 Bitcoin per block. So in this way, early adopters could incentivize to mine the network even before it was clear what a success it would be. Even when the people they start to mining Bitcoin, they don't have any idea, is that anything valuable? Is that can be value in futures? Nobody has any sort of any idea. So now we can have a look in 2009 when one blockchain, so one block, it can have a like 100 transaction, it can be have 400 transactions added in the one block and go to the broadcasting network. So when all of the miners, they verify that block, when it's verified and it added on the blockchain. So that time, one block mining reward is 50 Bitcoin per block. So that's how we can see that in 2010, Laszlo Hines has 10,000 Bitcoin to purchase 2 pieces. Now, 4 years later, like it's actually the programming Bitcoin code is open source in GitHub. You can have a look that is coded on that. Like in 2009, the per block Bitcoin mining reward is 50 Bitcoin. Then for every 4 years, it's called halving. So mining reward will be cut in half. In 2012, 25, 2016, 12.5, 2020, 6.25, 2024, it will be more half. So this is how the Bitcoin mining difficulties will be increasing day by day, and also mining reward will be going less. So this is how the Bitcoin price will be grow up more in futures. So there will be only 21 million Bitcoin can be mining possibles. It's hard coded. 7.5 billion people, you do the math. So only 21 million Bitcoin can be possible on this planet. So there's still many people, only 7% people, they know about cryptocurrencies, and 5% people, they own some of it. So when that will be much adoption will be go in coming days, so you can have a look that the Bitcoin value will be go more up. Now we're going to talk about like some difficulties or some drawbacks about the Bitcoin, like problem with proof of work, because high cost of mining and sensitivity to operating and input costs like electricity price led to huge economic of scale. So this is a problem with the proof of work. So that's why more cryptocurrencies now they're leading towards to proof of stake technologies because of eco-friendly. Then also transaction confirmation time is more longer than other cryptocurrencies of Bitcoin. And also Bitcoin does not make payment anonymous, because in the blockchain network, when you can search any specific address, you can check every single transaction ever happened with that address. Now also you know that Bitcoin mining impact the environment, because University of Cambridge suggests that Bitcoin mining consumes more than 120 terawatt per year, with using more electricity annually than the countries like Malaysia, Sweden, or Argentina. So there is some also high transaction fees, or most of the mining is only for tech guys. Now we are going to talk about another technology. It's called the history of masternodes. It's a Dash coin, the field, or his invention of this masternode technologies. Now we are going to talk about like what is masternodes in crypto. Like masternodes is a buzzword, is a server with unique status in the network. It provides exclusive service like validate instant transactions and takes part in the network for governance. For each service, that masternode gain rewards, which call masternode mining rewards. Now we are going to talk about like how to generate passive income with masternodes. So masternode owners, they can earn passive income from their investment because they are paid for the network service they provided. So if you want to have a look about all the passive income source of masternodes, there is one website. You can later I will let you know that how you can visit that website. I will provide that website address. So the list of all blockchain networks with masternode tokens is available at masternodes.online. Now we are going to talk about like if I don't have any technical background investing in masternodes without tech background. So the easiest way to invest masternodes is through GSA host platform. Later, we're going to talk about what is GSA host platform, which does everything for you. The website is node.gsasset.io. So now we are going to talk about the main part of this our presentations is what is GSA coin. GSA coin is most advanced mineable cryptocurrencies using the latest and high secure blockchain, which provide end user anonymity. So you can see the three key features later we're going to discuss. Like GSA is the fastest cryptocurrencies. A cryptocurrency's transaction speed is just its ability to process stored data. So GSA average transaction time is 2.5 seconds. So it's one GSA core wallet to another wallet. It takes only 2.5 seconds. Next, GSA provide anonymous transactions. So as we know that Bitcoin payment is not anonymous, for GSA has implementing is called cryptographic tool. You can also compare about like shield protection, like a VPN or that sort of things. Like it's called zero knowledge of proof. It's technical terms. You can have a search. What is zero knowledge proof? That participant an option to shield transaction. It's allow participants to transact without any of them revealing their addresses to the others. So GSA provide anonymous transaction. When you check GSA's address on the blockchain, like such as like Bitcoin, you cannot never figure out what the actual amount they made transactions over the network. And also eco-friendly mining. GSA doesn't support ASIC mining like Bitcoin. So GSA can be mined with regular VPS, which doesn't consume more energy like Bitcoin mining. So if you are eco-friendly, then you obviously go for GSA coin for mining. Then what GSA offer actually? GSA now actually offer to masternode host platform. Is host platform for only for them those they don't have like technical expert or they don't know how to set up a configure a node and also running a master nodes. So if they cannot do it by themselves, they have options. They can choose masternode host platform. Also, GSA provide low cost transaction fees. GSA also provide highest ROI. Most of the cryptocurrencies mining are not profitable at the moment, but GSA provide more than 40% ROI with less hassle. So this ROI is always changeable. Is we'll discuss more about this. So now we are going to talk about like we know that why the Bitcoin price will go up and why the GSA price is also increased. So there is a two different technologies, but they have two similar type of price uptrend impact factors. Is one for Bitcoin is halving factors. For GSA, it's called collateral change. Actually, it's not about for GSA, it's about all the masternode coins. So collateral structure is the GSA coin is an stage 1. You can get 4 GSA mining reward from stage 1. Then stage 2, 5 GSA masternode mining reward. Stage 3, 4 GSA. Stage 4, 3. And stage 12, you will get 1 GSA. So actually, there will be only 28 million GSA coin can be ever mineable. And you can think that Bitcoin can be mined at 21 million, GSA can only be mining 28 million. So there will be other like proof of burn is 5 million coin, the transaction fees is coming. So GSA are going to burn it. Later we'll know that what is actually burned. So requirement, if you know that how, if you want to run the masternode on the GSA network, in stage 1, you need 3,000 coins. 3,000 GSA coin you need from stage 1, stage 2, 4,000 coins, stage 3, 5,000 coins, and stage 4, 6,000 coins. And later, stage 12 is you need 14,000 coin, GSA coin to mine. So it's not about the money, it's about the coin. So if you want to mine, you have to, based on the stage, you have to lock you that amount of coins. So if you can find that coins 50 cents, it's up to you. 80 cents, it's up to you. Even if you can find $1, it's up to you. But for requirements or run masternode on the GSA network, it needs coins. So now we can have a look like collateral changes. For Bitcoin, we know that every 4 years, the collateral halving occurs. For GSA coin is every 399 days, GSA just going one stage to another stage. So every stage, GSA has 399 days. How we can calculate? Because GSA's block time is 69 seconds, average block time. So GSA can be mined 13 year, 157 months, and 4,791 days can be mineable. So now we are going to like for masternode maintenance. So if we talk about like that for GSA or masternode based coin, you can mine it with simple regular VPS. So what's the other requirement? One is we need coins and we need server. So for server, it's like from stage 1, you need like 1 GB RAM, 40 GB hard disk space. It costs like $4 per month. Stage 2 is 2 GB RAM, 60 GB hard disk, $6 per month. And stage 2 also 4 GB RAM, 80 GB hard disk, $10 per month. So in stage 12, you can see you need like 64 GB RAM and 800 GB hard disk, which it costs like $320. So you can see that every stage they are just going by going, then its difficulties, and also price is going to increase of the server. So when the price of the mining, then like if you think about like gold, like when your mining cost is going up, then gold price is also going up. So this is how GSS also mining cost is every stage is going to increase because of the blockchain size. So now if you're going to look at now we are currently in collateral stage 3. So in stage 3, what we need just 5,000 coins and server 4 GB RAM. So you need 5,000 coins and 4 GB RAM server, which is if you can buy coins from exchangers, and there's a GSA asset node.gsasset.io. There you can have a registration account and just deposit 5,000 coins, and also you have to pay the server bills. And the interesting thing in GSA host platform, you can also pay the bill like every single days. Like if you can pay for 7 days, you can pay for 10 days, you can pay for 15 days. But if you can top up like 2 months, but GSA will host platform will deduct every days of server bill. But if your server is not running, then your masternode will be stopped, because if your server is not running, your masternodes is not supporting on the blockchain network, also not helping to validate the transaction. So that's why you will not also receive mining viewers. Now we can have a look that now you can have only earn from 80% of 3.2 GSA coin every day. And it's based on like network, how many miners is on. Sometimes you can receive 3.2 GSA coin in 1 day 2 times, but you can expect like 24 hours in one time. Then also there is a stacking network is a 20%. If you don't want to mine it, you can collateral some coins, you can receive like a stacking network. But in the host platform, you can only have options to like a 3.2 GSA coin masternode network. Host platform, they don't have any stacking network options. So this is like price prediction and profit and loss analysis. This is it's not a financial advice. I hope everyone they will analyze and do your own research to before invest anything, because this price prediction is purely mathematical based. It never can be achievable. It can be achievable. So it's up to you. So never made any decision based on price prediction and profit and loss analysis. So this is stage 1 in GSA coin. The price prediction was 0.50 cents. Then stage 2 is $1. So GSA is now going to crossing the stage 3. So stage 3, the price prediction is $8. So GSA haven't been performing that well because of the market and the bear market. That's why. So in stage 12, GSA coin price prediction, one coin can be $4,096. So it's purely mathematical based, because if stage 12 is the GSA coin values is not be even $2,000 or not even for $1,000. So that time that mining cost, you can have a look that mining cost can be $320 per month. So if that coin price is not going to that up, so nobody is going to mine GSA coin. So that's why the mining difficulties is going to increase, and also the coin price is also going to increase. But when, nobody knows. So this is like a simple profit and loss analysis. Is like basic simple price prediction. How we can assume that Bitcoin price can be $100,000 definitely, but when, nobody knows. So this is like a mathematical base, because we saw that earlier that why halving affect the price of Bitcoin and why the day by days Bitcoin difficulties is going to more, and also price reward is getting low. So this is like simple supply and demand curve. So now, if before you invest, you can visit masternode.online and you can search GSA, and you can find a lot of masternode coins. So when you go over there, you can see that if you purchase one masternode, or you can run one masternode, how of you get your income, like daily income. It's probably that screenshot is taken when the GSA coin price is $1. That time daily income is $6, weekly $43, monthly $184, and yearly $2,249. So you can see that there is a ROI is mentioned 40.99%. So this I'm also telling you, last 5 months I'm seeing that ROI is like 38 to 40%, but it's still never made any decision based on this ROI. So you can also see that I tell you that you can receive masternode mining rewards 24 hours one time, but now GSA is providing average masternode frequency. You can have a look, 13 hours 40 minutes 34 seconds. So every 24 hours people actually they're receiving 2 times mining rewards, but when the more miners are coming to the network, you will be getting 1 time. So now you can see that when the coin price is $1, so if you want to purchase 5,000 coins, it might be cost $5,487. But if you can purchase less in exchanges, it can be low for you. So thank you so much for joining with us. Hello.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Alex.
Alex, for your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Alex. Yeah.